Hi guys, this is Wenzes from Below the Radar Above the System, and today's topic is INFJs and finding our why. And I think this is the main reason why we stay in a certain position and we don't want to look for a new opportunity to work or a new job to take or whatever it is, because we don't know why we should do it. This is like a main subconscious reason. Everybody's looking for a meaning, and we're not so blurred by let's say obtaining money or having like some kind of recognition from everybody else, because we think a step further and realize, well, this is just, a compensation for something which is lacking. So we stay there and we don't know why we should take a certain step. And mainly this comes from our NI perspective, which leaves us open to so many possibilities that we can't really prioritize in what direction to go. So for example, if you're at the supermarket and two brands offer one product, then it's much easier for the customer to choose one of them rather than in comparison to if you're at a supermarket and you have 20 different products. These are statistics that have been done, and this is just like a main mental thing. So the main reason is we have so many possibilities that we don't know what direction to go. But let's say if you knew you only had one choice and one thing to do, then you would not only take it, but you would also feel energized and happy when you make progress, because you grow as a person. So we know we want to grow, but we don't know in what direction. And the thing is, you can't, as I said, a lot of things make sense, and we can't really prioritize and say what things to do. And this is where our SE comes into place, because what our inferior extroverted sensing is supposed to do is kind of like keep us from pondering about things that don't make sense or cannot be obtained in our lives. And let's say when I was a kid, I always had these imaginations about death and about dying and about my mother dying and so on. And I wasn't afraid of my feelings. I went there. I wanted to explore it all. You're a kid. You don't think about it. And I had like really kind of depressive phases. And then one day I come to school. I'm like 10 or something, nothing. Not like a real 18-year-old kid, but like a real kid. And I come to school and there's this girl I never paid attention to, but she said something like, I don't worry about death. In the end, I'm gonna like be on the ground and worms are gonna eat me, and like, why think about it? And this sentence has stayed in my mind for till now, because there's like so much truth to that, and there's like exactly where your SE comes into place. When there are things you cannot change or directions you cannot take, you have to stop yourself from pondering and thinking about them and feeling those emotions when you know they're not getting you anywhere. So for example, as I said, we can't change the fact that our life is limited. We can't change the fact that maybe our life won't have like such huge reasoning in the whole atmosphere and everything, and we can like really think that and then kind of like lose our perspective. Or we can realize, okay, this is all we got this life, but while we're here we can make the most of it. And the only thing you can really know for sure is if you try out things. Like, let's say it doesn't matter if you're like if it's about like a relationship with another person, or if it's about like a career path you want to take. If you take that path and in your theory everything will play out right, only by really going there and realizing, oh no, I can't do that, this is too much, like I have to sacrifice parts of myself that I don't want to. I have to do things I don't want to. Like, let's say you're at a job, and Joanna asked me about this a couple of days ago. I do not want to work in an environment where I have to defend myself all the time, where I have to prove myself. I don't have a problem, or I love contributing, making a contribution and really using my potential, but I don't want to be in a position or an environment where I have to give my energy out to prove myself or defend myself from others. So all those jobs that that had things like these, I already took out of any possibility for me. Like, I didn't go to like one of the really major companies right away because I knew I was their number there. And yeah, I could probably, maybe I could, I don't even know if I could stand all that pressure, but I sure didn't want to. So I thought myself from thinking that way and thought, okay, what is the thing I can like really work on? And then I realized, okay, I need an environment where I feel at peace, where people around me are helping me, are not really, treating me bad. I mean, you can have a situation where oh, I need to like put a little effort in and then it will work out, but you'll see if there are people around you in your work environment that are just constantly putting your work down, they're not going to stop by you getting higher up the rank. They're just not. I mean, at some point maybe they can't, they don't have the power to, but they'll always try. And this is something you should just avoid in general, because this is not like a part-time situation and then at some point it will stop, but it will stay there forever. And yeah, and this is where we come to our why. So the only thing we know for sure is if we don't do anything, at some point we start getting depressed, and we need to grow. We need to grow, we need to establish ourselves, and we need to find out what kind of things really matter to us. Like, there were also posts on the idea poll I saw about how we thought what we did what we thought was considered success, and I was like one of them. I was exactly one of those people. I went the road that my parents thought was right for me, that society thought was right for me, and you can either lose in that situation because you have to like compromise things that you can, and you are not happy, and therefore you can't really grow as a person and use your potential. Or you can actually reach those goals. You can reach them, and I did. For example, I reached all those things. I was like at 28 in the best body shape of my life. I was working out. I had like this great job. I had more money that I was spending. I had all these things, and I had this prestigious job, and like didn't mean anything to me. I went there and just like, yeah, I realized this is as bad as like failing, pretty much, because you're there and you got all those things, and then yeah, it keeps you down. And so what I realized is that, first off, success is a journey. It's not a destination. Definitely, it's about self-growth, and it's about doing the things that you have control over and which give you a good feeling and which help you make a change and make a difference in society, in your workplace, wherever it is, but that you actually always do something that will bring you something that you like. And there was also this question about anxiety and how much anxiety are you willing to put in there. Well, it depends on what kind of things you're going for. For example, I was at a point where I had reached all those things, and I knew I needed, in order to grow, I needed to spread all my thoughts and all those things I knew, and like start helping people, because this is like something I try to avoid all my life. And I realized that by being at a situation where I really wanted people to affect somebody, and it didn't work. It didn't work because that person had just shielded themselves up from me. And yeah, this is like, first off, one thing I had to accept. I had to get away from those thoughts, not like live there when I know this is not going anywhere. And second of all, I realized how much I really cherish that, how much I cherish to affect people and to have like some kind of good emotions out of it. So I had to start, for example, doing this page and talking, and there was a lot of anxiety with it. I mean, if you look at the videos in the beginning, you'll see how much more nervous I am, how I had to push myself every time. But now I know that this is necessary. I need to push myself, and I need to do things that are getting me out of my comfort zone. And I mean like really things that are getting you out of your comfort zone. You have this amazing gift, and I'm not saying this because you're an INFJ, but just because every single person has something that they can give, something they can feel and spread, and may it be knowledge, may it be feelings, whatever kind of things you can give. This is something that will keep you growing, but you have to be willing to put yourself out there and Not much, of course. It's like a process thing, and you have to think about it. But use your SE to like block out all those situations that do not work for you. As I said last time, build yourself like a personality, as in, I'm not gonna go that way. I don't want to live in a world where I have to defend myself constantly, where I have to prove myself constantly, as in people think I'm not, I'm not good at all at what I'm doing. So I'm not gonna stay in that situation. Like if people just have like some kind of perception of you, you're not gonna change that by doing more. You have to see like where you can go and really have an impact, and let these other things go. Like use your SE, get out of this, I have all these possibilities, and like try one and see, okay, this is maybe going, but then I can, go somewhere else. The only reason, or not, the only way you can really learn from mistakes is trial and error. And the more things you really try out, the more you know what things are actually really working for you. Because as I said, NI is not perfect, and it's theory. And and it helps you a lot, because if you're like in one situation, you can think of all these possibilities, but you have to go in one direction. So start at some point. You don't have to really pinpoint it to one thing, but just like kind of keep on finding out what works for you and what works not, and realizing that your why is self-growth. Your why is to have a good feeling about life and spread that good feeling, because you have the control to manipulate the situation around you in a positive way. And this also helps you be a better individual. So instead of like really thinking like this big picture thing, as I said, live from day to day and try to make a difference each and every day, and get away from jobs that are just that are just like the thing what people say they should be. I can guarantee you it's never fulfilling if it's not something you want to do. And I thought so many times, oh, it would be so much easier for me if I was like different, and then I have all these things that people want around me, and it would be so much easier if I was satisfied with that. But I'm not, because I'm thinking like a lot more. And I had to really find out in what direction I can go and what things I can control. So stop doing this whole big thing. Your why is to make your life more significant. Don't think about the fact that all in society and all in humanity, it won't make a difference if you make something. Yeah, this is things you can't change. Use your SE to stop yourself from thinking that far. Think a little smaller, and then pick out what direction to go. And always keep on growing, because if you don't have like a road you're going, then you just like kind of fall back, and then you lose yourself again. The road is the thing that keeps you going. You have to push yourself, and after time those routines become a habit. And once you have those habits, then it's much easier to stay on track and to have a positive outlook on life. Okay, this is it for now. Talk to you soon.